repeat it? I can read.
What are the receivers' role? What do you guys have to do to help this offense get back to where it was the first 5 games of the year, being really explosive like it was?
I just think taking care of the little details. When we come out to practice, don't take practice for granted. Making sure we dominate our one-on-ones in practice, because that ultimately translates to the games. But just making sure we go over the details, our depth, running the right routes, make sure we're in the right spots for the quarterback, and then obviously getting extra, doing extra. What you put in is what you get out. So.
Do you see a big difference between, we tend to look at it like, the last 3 games, the Cal, Syracuse, and Saturday's game, where maybe the offense seemed to take a step back. Do you see a difference between the first 5 and the last 3?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we haven't been playing to the standard that we want these past 3 games, and like I said, that just goes back to the fundamentals, the details, and just how we practice, making sure we're doing the right things, and taking those necessary steps that we did in those first 5 games to be as explosive as we were. So.
We understand there was a players-only meeting you guys had. How helpful was it, and what kind of things were aired?
It was a players-only meeting. We like to kind of keep that within the team. That was just something that we decided to do. So.
You think it was helpful?
Yeah, I think it was helpful.
In what ways as a captain have you been trying to, help this team out after a loss like this?
Just to stay positive. It's one loss. That's not the end of the world. We've been playing good football for the past games, and it's just about how you bounce back from adversity. Good teams, great teams always bounce back from adversity, because you're gonna have that in a time. So.
Obviously, this season's been a little bit different. You guys started off 7-0 compared to last year. How do you think you guys will be able to bounce back after? If this is obviously your first loss, so I think you guys will be able to use that as motivation, I guess, against a good Virginia team.
I think we'll bounce back well. This is a tough team. We have a lot of grip. We have a chip on our shoulder. We got a lot of dogs, and you can see it from obviously the Cincinnati game and even this game. Even though we was down a lot, we still fought hard no matter what the score was. We kept each other motivated. We kept each other up. And that's just a big part of our brotherhood. Just staying positive, staying motivated, and understanding there's a lot still left for the season. So.
How does guys like Eli and Desmond, guys who weren't here last year, handle this loss compared to, you guys kind of, knew about that last year coming into this year?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How have you seen Eli and Des, guys who weren't here last year, experiencing that 3-9 season, handle this first loss?
I feel like they're handling it the same way that everybody is. We're still remaining positive. We understand that today's practice was really important, how we came out and we prepared. So we was all on our P's and Q's, making sure that we came out positive, executing the way that we want to execute, so it can translate to the game.
Anything else?
Do you feel like you're seeing different kinds of coverages in the last few games?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like teams have definitely been doing a good job of mixing it up, playing a lot more drop 8, cover 2, disguising coverages, making things look different. So teams definitely been doing a good job, and that's why we're in here practicing. So trying to get better with that. So.
No, you can go.
Just without too many game plan type of things. What can you do when a team drops like that? Drops 7-8 guys in the coverage.
You just got to be effective in the run game. I feel like that's a big thing. Because once you run the ball well, they have to come in and put people in the box. You can't drop 8. So I feel like that starts with having a good run game. And if you do pass it, just making sure we're very detailed in what we're doing in our reads and our routes and whatnot, being on the right timing, right space, and things like that. So.
One more? Dominic, you had one?
Yeah, was there anything in the SMU game, maybe you looked back on tape, was there something that you noticed that you guys weren't doing, I guess, obviously, the rest of the previous games, so was there something in the SMU game that you saw that maybe you guys weren't doing, that you were doing in the previous games?
Just the little details, the minor things. Like we said, SMU is a good football team, and when you don't harp on those details, those little things, when it's good on good, that's the thing that changes the game. So, just making sure you're taking care of the little things, maybe stepping the wrong way, or making the wrong read, or running the wrong route, or doing something different. A good team takes advantage of that, and good players take advantage of that.